Hi everybody. I just came in to say good morning and see how y'all is doing or afternoon. It's morning to me because I just woke up. But yeah, I just want to see how y'all is doing and thank you for asking. Yes, I'm doing fine. I just there was a couple things. Well, first of all, this morning I put makeup on to try and hide these age spots, lipstick, my hair, my naturally purple hair is there. Some of my natural hair just hangs on below like this, but it's okay because it just looks like my purple hair is turning gray, which is kind of normal. Um, I've been, I haven't been really focused on just one thing these days. I've got more than one. I've got this new book, The Tears That Taught Me. This book is amazing right here. This is amazing. The Tears That Taught Me. Um, it's by Morgan Richard Oliver. When I first read that name, I thought that was a man. But then after I looked in the back about the author, it's a very beautiful lady that has wrote this book. And right here on the back, it says, with each tear that crossed my face, the person I once was slowly washed away. And so then that is the tears that taught me. I'll tell you about that book a little bit more. I also want to tell you about this lady. This lady that does, she has an auction and she has it pretty regular. And she sells mostly jewelry, but not only jewelry. She sells other things too. But I bought this from her, and look at the beautiful box. I've bought a few pieces of jewelry from her. Nothing, nothing much. Like for this necklace right here, just a minute, I'll show you. This necklace that I bought was $3. I paid $3 for this necklace. Now this lady's name is Josie. Her channel is Josie's Place. Josie apostrophe S Place, Place. And she sells a lot of jewelry. I bought this for $3. I think it is just beautiful. One of the things I have planned for my jewelry necklaces is the way I'm going to store these is I'm in my bathroom. I have a window. It's not like over the bathtub or anything. It's just a window. Oh, not real wide. But I've had a curtain on that window that I've had on there like 30 years. I want to change that window. And I'm gonna spray that window with frost. So it's a frosted window. And on the bottom part of the window is going to have decals of my flamingo-ish decals. At the top of the window, at the very top of the window, I'm going to put hooks, just these like stick-on hooks, and that's where I'm going to hang my necklaces. Like they will hang like this, and they'll hang close together. I saw somebody else that done this on a window, and that's how she stored her necklaces. But with them all hanging like that, close together, all the way the width of the window, it looked so pretty. It just looked so bohemian. But when I got this necklace in the mail, this necklace is all handmade. Somebody took the time. See how there's like a toggle clasp made on it? Somebody made this, and I bought it for $3. But then Miss Josie, she she must not make money on her things because everything I've ever ordered from her comes in a beautiful box. And you know we can reuse these beautiful boxes and re-gift things. But everything comes in a beautiful box. And then she's got the box usually tied with a ribbon or washi tape or something. And then they're shipped in a bubble envelope. She probably pays more for her packaging than she does make from her sale, because you know she has to pay money to buy these. Even if she gets, she bought this, she had to have given, I don't know where she buys her things, but she finds good deals, so she had to pay for this, she had to pay for the box, she had to pay for the envelope. And so I don't think she's making a lot of money. I think she does it just for a hobby. But she is a beautiful lady. And I'm not talking about just a beautiful lady to look at. She's beautiful all the way through. All the way through. She is beautiful. Josie's Place. Just look her up. And she has another lady that sometimes sells with her. But this, I could not believe this when I got this, that it is every bit handmade. Somebody put each one of those beads on there, and they're beautiful beads, beautiful. A lot of amber color and a lot of turquoise color and blues. It's just beautiful. And so, but that's what I'm doing right now, is collecting up some really pretty necklaces that, because of the way I'm going to hang them, they're going to be so pretty. Okay, now also, now I wanted to tell you and just give a shout out for Josie's Place, because if you like jewelry, she's the place to go. And like I say, she does other things too. Okay, lately I've been in the mood for drawing. When I got this book, I was very impressed with how the way it's written. Like, there's some writing, a lot of space. Some of them have even, some of the pages have even, look at all the space in there. So I thought, and this book is divided into 3 parts. They have the roots. Oh, and see here on that page, I drew a rose, because I'm going to use this book for an art journal. I drew a rose on that one. And but the first few pages are the roots. It's the roots of your feeling. Like it says, the tears that taught me. So by reading through this, I believe this lady has been through a lot of tears in her life. I just want to hug her. I believe she's been through a lot of tears, and those tears taught her to be who she is today. Now, and so I highlight a lot of the things that I want to remember. She talks about God, and here I highlighted, maybe he wants us to experience lack so we can truly appreciate the growth and abundance that is coming. There's so much. Everyone's rock bottom looks different. Oh, I changed my nails this morning. Aren't these pretty with the flowers? And there I drew an iris. But this paper on this book is such a fine quality for drawing. Even for highlighting. Some pages, if you highlight, then the highlight comes through to the other side. This one, it doesn't do that way. The paper is to where your highlighter. And I wanted to show you my highlighter. My daughter-in-law she gave me a set of highlighters. These are Sharpie highlighters, but look at how it is made. Do you see the end of that? Do you see the end of that, how that is? Where you can see exactly what you're highlighting. And if you highlight with just the corner, you get just a thin line. If you highlight with that whole edge, you get a wider line. But it came in like 8 different colors. And I love these highlighters because I use highlighters. And so that page I drew an iris. And I don't go page by page. There's so much I want to remember that I've done a lot of highlighting in here. Let's see, what else did I draw? Oh, this is a bird of paradise. I drew that. And I'm not the perfect drawer, but I'm perfect for myself. For me, it makes me happy. It makes me very happy. And some of the things in the book I don't totally agree with. And so, but that's the way it is. This is something she wrote, and she's writing from her feelings. And she wrote this. She goes, "Stop telling your problems to people that don't have solutions." Well, that one I didn't quite agree with, because sometimes we need to talk to somebody just to talk to somebody and not expect a solution. That's me. Sometimes if I tell somebody about my problems or my issues going on, I'm not looking for a solution. I just need to talk to somebody. And so I wrote on there, sorry, I don't agree. Sometimes we just need someone to listen and not to fix. Although everyone's problems are different. And so, you take that. This one said, sometimes we need to open our eyes. I mean, close our mouths and simply open our eyes. A lot of these pages are just amazing. And the thing is, that there's just a little bit written on each page. Some pages are a whole page full, but some pages are just a few things. But you know what it does is it gives you time. You can read one page, and that one line might be so deep and thoughtful, so that you read that, and it takes a while for it to really sink in and make sense. I mean, it makes sense right away, but sometimes you really got to ponder over it. Another book that I have that is, I got it out in my walker basket, that I'm reading is kind of the same way. You can only read a page at a time. What is the name of that book? I can't remember. But you read a page at a time, and you really got to ponder over it before you go to the next page. And so, I can't think of the name of it. But here, this one I tried to draw a pansy, but I want to draw that one over again, because I cheat on everything. I have this book here that is 10-step drawing for flowers, and then I got a 10-step drawing for animals too. And I've had these books for like a long time. I buy books. I love books. I don't buy novels. I don't really read novels. I have read novels, like my very favorite novel forever in my whole life is Anne with E, Anne of Green Gables. And that's an old classic, And I like some of the classics. I like to get into reading them. But I'm just really not. Well, I do have Nicholas Sparks. I love reading his stories. They always got happy endings. But I've been using this book. And in fact, that was the Rose. But this book is, it gives you step-by-step directions to draw the flowers. And so that's what I'm using. So I need help. But the pansy should have had not so much of a round shape. This here one should have come down a little bit lower to make it really look like a pansy. Okay, why did I really highlight this one and then even put those? It says, don't let your discomfort or timetable lead you to believe that God doesn't have it handled. He's got it in his way and in his time. Give everything to him and keep it there. Some battles simply are not ours to fight and figure out. That one is one that I love that one because that is true. Sometimes they are not ours to fight and to figure out. So we got to let those ones just go. Give it to God and let Him take care of it. He will take care of it if He can. Okay. I always say He's human just like we are. Okay. And so that was my pansy. And oh, this one is called a Lysanthus. And so now this one too, I got out of a different book. That was this book, Botanical Line Drawing, which I like this one too, but this one doesn't give you the colors. It gives you the step-by-steps again, but oh, this picture I drew when my best friend in the world passed away, January 20th, 2019. Rest in peace. So many memories, Mary. And Mary was like she was like my sister. We basically kind of grew up together. She lived 3 doors down the road, and we were together as much as more than I was with sisters. But anyway, this book also has a lot of step-by-step, simpler flowers, and so I use that one too. So those are the books that I use. I have another one, but I can't find it right now. I got so many books, and they're in different places. We're in the process of trying to get all my books together. But the one I have is I knew the name of it yesterday when I was telling what book I was looking for, but now I can't think of it anymore. But anyway, oh, this lady. This is only one of her coloring books. This is one of her coloring books. Johanna Basford. She's got a book that also has step-by-step drawings for many different things. But this is a coloring book. And I love this. I love this book too. This is beautiful for coloring. But she also has a couple of books that she actually teaches her drawings. And so yeah, I like her books. And look at the dust jacket on the back is this whole long thing you can color. I haven't done that yet. But one day, I've had these books for years. But that's the kind of books I get. I love Johanna Basford. She even has, is it a YouTube channel? I think she does have a YouTube channel. I think that's Johanna Basford. And she teaches drawing too. And yeah, I colored the cover. I love coloring. I think coloring is one of the most soothing, quiet time, peaceful things to do. Just beautiful. And I have, I think, 3 or 4 of her coloring books. I love them too. But so I just started on, oh, here I drew a wrinkled peach mushroom. That was in the big book. And I had to look up online to see what color they are. And they're actually kind of a pink. But they call them a wrinkled peach. And so, yeah, I have to look up. Oh, and what I was saying, though, is it starts, the first section is the roots. The second section is named Pruning to Peace. And then the last section is Bloom Boldly. So you can see how it goes from the roots to it goes for pruning or shaping, or just like you're pruning a hedge. You want to keep the good and you want to prune away the bad or the pieces that just don't go well. And so, and then bloom boldly for the third section. I love this book. Oh, what was this? Oh, that one I was just doodling on that page. Some of the pages I'll probably just only doodle. Oh, and then I was drawing a butterfly. And so that's what, oh, and there's a daffodil. And so, and look at there, I got a whole page right there. But I find it, I've actually drawn all these in just a couple days. What is this? That's a marigold. So I'm using this book like an art journal as well. So, oh, that was the mushroom. But I love this. And so when you're reading, like in the blooming section, here it says, everyone laughs in the beginning. They mock your efforts, discredit your development, and aim to distract you. Let's see who keeps that energy in the end. See, now that's something that you read that, and then you really think about it. You really think about it. And like this one, see, they all have a message, a deep message. This one says, no, your haters don't hate you. They hate the fact that even after all of their effort and energy, you are still growing, still thriving, and still loved. It's just, I haven't read all of these. I haven't read all of the pages yet. I'm going back and forth on them. Discover and walk your own path, even if you must do it alone. I mean, this is all. I love books that are self-help because um, they all help. They all help so much. But anyway, this lady here has wrote, I think, about 6 books. And this is the only one that I have so far. I'm hoping to be able to get some more. But so far. And she's got a Facebook page too, an Instagram. I don't know if she has a YouTube. But this lady, I believe if you were ever to meet this lady in real life, I think she would be awesome. Sometimes I feel like I've got a sixth sense that I can actually sense what people are really like. This lady, I sense that she is pure. And like Miss Josie, who sells beautiful jewelry for next to nothing. I mean, she starts like a bid. She goes, like, you can bid it up. Like somebody else, if they wanted it, they could have bid $4 and they would have got it. But nobody outbid my 3, and so then this was mine. Josie's Place. So go ahead and go to her channel, and you can look at some of her older videos, or you can just see when her next sale comes. But and then the shipping, of course you pay shipping too. But I think the shipping on this was like $3, and she's in California. So if you're in California, it would be cheaper. But I'm all the way in Florida, so she has to ship from California to Florida. So it was like $3 and something maybe for shipping. That's not bad. And so she doesn't make anything off the shipping. And so that's about all I wanted to do, is tell you about my drawing that I'm doing now. That I just something. It's just something that has just. I feel like my my gusto, my. It's been a while that I've been really stuck, in my arts and crafts. I've been stuck in this limbo that I haven't been able to do much. And then I started writing my journal, my morning pages, writing 3 pages of just brain dump. And if anybody was to read that journal, they would think, what is wrong with this lady? Because my journal, I always do 3 pages, and I just keep writing until my 3 pages are done. And I might just say somewhere in there that we're out of milk, I need to order some more milk. Just whatever comes to mind. And when you start writing like that, it's like you can't stop. You just keep writing. I might write a half a sentence and finish it with a different sentence. And so, but I do my 3 pages of writing, and it's a brain dump. It is the writer of the book, the author of the book. She believes that sometimes you just get so much in your brain that um, you get so much going on in your brain that it just clutters. And that stuff stays in there and keeps your brain cluttered. But if you start writing just what's in your brain today, you're uncluttering. You're taking the clutter out. So new things, you can pick up your, isn't this the cutest little board you've ever seen? But you can pick up your clipboard and your piece of paper and you can start drawing. You can start, you've got space up here to start adding, because you have wrote your morning pages and uncluttered. And I mean, and you don't even have to have the morning pages journal like I bought that one. You don't even have to have that. Just write on a piece of paper. Those composition books, those are always very inexpensive. And now they're going to be becoming even more inexpensive because people are going to be school shopping and they're going to be putting school sale things for school, and so they're going to be really cheap. So that's when you stock up on those books. But so that's one book that I bought, was that journal, that one that for the morning pages. And then darn it, I wish I could think of that other book that I'm reading that is so amazing. Can't think of the name of it, but I've got it out in I have a push walker that's got a seat on it, and under the seat, I call it my trunk. And I got it in there because I usually go out in the mornings as soon as the sun comes up and sit out in the yard, and that's where I usually write my morning pages, as soon as it's daylight enough for me to see. And so that's why I keep it there for my morning pages. But that's just what I wanted to come in and say today, just for a minute, so you know that I'm alive and well. I've got plans to do here in my room today. I'm actually going to get rid of my bed. I don't sleep in my bed. I can't sleep in my bed. With the COPD and the emphysema and stuff, I can't sleep flat down. So my bed is taking up space. Actually, me and Papa each have a twin bed, but we got them put together to make like a king. And I'm going to get rid of my half and put my chair right there next to Papa's bed. And then I'll still be sleeping right there next to him. And we can hold hands if we want to. Because where my chair is now, we can't hold hands because our arms are not long enough. And so I'm going to do that. So I got to call the garbage company and see what days they pick up furniture, because I'm going to get rid of that and just throw it away. It was one of those Craft-O-Matic things, but the mechanism in it broke. So if at that time I could raise the head or I could raise the feet, and it was good. But all that mechanism, because it's so old, it went to Putski. And so I'm going to read just a page out of this book, and it's not a page that I've read yet. And that's what I'm going to do for my book reading today. It says, "There is not a single perfect person who walks earth. No matter how wonderful they may be, how jealous their social media makes you, or how many people know their name. We are all imperfect humans trying to figure it out for ourselves. To think of the sleep I lost, the energy I wasted, and the tears I cried because I wanted to be perfect or truly understood, blows my mind. Learning and accepting this life lesson reminds me that not fear rejection, but to re, oh, learning and accepting this life lesson reminds me to not fear rejection, but to live a life that rejects the mediocrity that comes with living a life of insecurity. We do not need to be perfect or validated by others. We need to be ourselves, learn our lessons, and apply them. See, so that comes from the section that is about blooming. You let yourself bloom. And so that is I like that one a lot too. Okay, so I ask God to watch over each and every one of you, every step you take, every move you make, and keep you safe and secure, keep you healthy and happy and humble. Remember to pray for those who have been affected by the storm over in Texas and in the Caribbean. I never know if that's the Caribbean or the Caribbean. I just say whatever comes to my mind. But a lot of people have been affected by that Bruno or whatever his name is storm. And so we want to pray for them and pray for all of those that are houseless now and pray for each other. That's what keeps us going. That's what keeps us going. Believe it or not. God bless and keep you. And I will see you on the very next video. God bless. And the mouse is right here. Bye-bye.